It was
Happy St.
deliberately
Patrick's
black
Day.
and then some tones
I
of
have
gray.
bacon,
And I'm
onion,
going to show you
mustard,
an
and
example
burger.
of the black.
Macaroni.
I just think I need to do that. So that gives you an idea. Because it was very, let me see here, I should have got this out, I'm sorry. It was very dark, very black, and black and had this red on it, and variations of gray. So now, my darlings, this third, and we're going to date this 3/13/26, and I was going to put a little apostrophe there, and Friday, obviously, but it's day 41. This second part of the
Haven't had macaroni in
kind
a
of took my
minute.
breath away. I saw a landscape, and I knew it was her, so I zoomed in, and I got two images of it. There were trees. Don't look at my drawing here. Just doing it quickly so you can understand. Now Nancy was dancing with a man, and they were arm in arm like this, okay? I'm just doing this quickly so you can see. But they were dancing among these trees, and as they were dancing, it created this energy whirlwind vortex that looked just like this. And they were just going round and round and round through the trees. Now the second half of this came up that they got close to.
Then I feel like my bite is off, and
when
then
you're
I
in
accidentally
viewing
bite it.
and you're lucid dreaming, you can see 2 or 3 different angles at the same time. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it is also very cool. And I knew at that time, so I started asking, where are you? What's going on? Where are you? What's this energy trying to tell me? Where are you? So now I start looking from this angle downward, and I see that there's like an overpass, but there looks like there's a tunnel. Now at this point, I could hear dripping. That is a D, that is an R-I-P, dripping.
If not,
and as they went through these trees, let me do it this way, they started coming from back here and going toward this. Now, this particular, and we're going to do it that way because it did look like this, and these were stones around the tunnel. Now, I'm not from that area, and I've not been in that area except to just fly through, so my apologies. But many of you are from there, and you can tell me if this looks familiar or not, or what it really resembles. For me, in the area that I'm from, this looks like a tunnel that either a train would go through, or a utility tunnel, and there would be this roadway or this alleyway up here, and the stone goes around here. Now this right here would be either stone or block or brick or something like that. You see that goes through this? So it was variated, I'm going to say variable lengths, blocks, brick, whatever of this. Now interestingly enough, because this had one of these cards in front of them, but on the card, and I'm going to fix it like this was all black in here. Okay? But here's where it gets very interesting. In this card, there is the shape of this heart is like this. I'm gonna put it like this. It looks like it's from the side angle. And it was shaded. But here's the rub, it was red. It was a muted red, I could see that. And there was muted red in this card and in this card. So in number 1, it was muted red. Number 2 was muted red. Now this is all about imagery number 3. So Nancy and whomever this man was dancing in the swirl vortex of energy coming from this direction up here. Now, this was the image on the card that was within these little walls covering the tunnel. Now, here's the other thing that was in this imagery. My drawing, I'm not taking my time here, okay? Is a key. And it kind of looked like that. I mean, come on now. I'm not an artist right here. So this is the key, but it was also in red. Kind of a variated red and gray. But as they got closer, so they're coming this way, and I'm seeing the key and the heart here, but here's what happened. They got up to this entryway and went through it. And when they went through it, there was a breakaway. So what you would see is them going through this, and now you start seeing behind here as though it was breaking away and coming through, and Nancy and whomever she was dancing with came through that way. Now I'm going to tell you something. This was not dancing of a celebration. It was not dancing of many things. I have always prayed not to see violent or graphic images while I'm remotely watching or dreaming lucidly. And it's because I find myself catching my breath and getting too involved in that without looking at the surroundings. So that is why she's dancing. I believe that there was something else going on. And there was the twirling around of these two, and it was causing this energy through the trees to come up through this tunnel. And I'm gonna put it as a tunnel, and that the tunnel broke through, and I could see the other side. And Nancy came through.
Cheers.
And she just kept going, and she left. Now, what does that tell me? That tells me that this tunnel here has been camouflage. There's some type of camouflage.
See y'all tomorrow.
Now,